But listen, we really want to get into the good that is happening in StackG money. So Valhalla, what I want to do is maybe you can start by telling us. I'm going to go ahead and pull up your page here, and you guys are. Let me just verify StackG.io. We're going to be pulling that up here.
That
Tell
is
us a little bit
correct,
about Tell us a little bit about the project.
Yeah, so man, it's been a journey, man. It's been a journey in crypto for me and Arno, and really for us, through this bear market, we've put money into projects thinking that they were gonna be a solid, good project, and they ended up being just either another rug pull or overpromised and underdelivered. And me and Arno got together and we said, man, it's time we make a change. It's time we do something for the average investor. We're not going to promise you that I'm going to make you a millionaire. I'm not going to promise you that I'm going to make you a ridiculous amount of money. What I'm going to promise is that you're going to earn USDT stable based on buy and sell trading volume. And that's it. Something straightforward, something very simple, right? I'm not going to put some ludicrous, crazy roadmap out there and tell you that, I'm going to do 22,000 things to make the crypto world a better space when I have no intention of doing that. I'm not going to promise you things that we can't accomplish. Our slogan is that crypto shouldn't be difficult, right? And a centralized exchange should never be at the forefront of decentralization. We firmly believe in keeping crypto in DeFi. And that's how our smart contract is completely designed. So a little bit on the smart contract. The smart contract is designed to reward holders in USDT stable. So it's based on an algorithm. There's an X amount of tokens that will be bought and sold, and then when they hit a certain batch point, which is 1,000 coins traded, it sends a batch out to everybody, and that batch amount of USDT that you will earn is based on two factors: the trading volume at the time the batch was received, and the size of bag that you hold. Now, with StackG, we really wanted to make sure that no whale could take advantage of this coin, that no holder that has, $80,000 in BNB can come in here and swoop and own 40% of the supply. So we put anti-whale measures in place. During pre-sale, you could have a 2% bag. You could only buy that during pre-sale, and that was 20,000 tokens. After pre-sale, the max bag has and will always remain at 1%. That's 10,000 tokens. If you sell any of that 20,000 tokens that you have, or that 2% max bag from pre-sale, you will never have a chance to gain that again. It's gone. The 1% bag mantra makes sure that nobody dumps on the charts, nobody takes advantage of investors, and it equalizes token distribution, which in my mind is huge. We want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get the bag that they want, if it's available. But at the same time, that we don't have, 51% holders, and then we only have 15 or 20, smaller holders because the price of the token maybe has run up. We really wanted to make sure that we did the right thing for the investor, and we made a project that made sense for the average day individual. One thing that I will say, Tex and Will, for me, that was really huge. Sorry, give me a second here. One thing that I will say that was really huge for me was when we designed it, thinking about, the individual that's at home, that's working a 9-to-5 job, that's got, the bills on the table, that has they got the car payment, right? They got their mortgage or their rent. They're already strapped on a 9-to-5 job. I have an opportunity to put a little bit of extra money in their pocket, right? I have an opportunity to help them with the bills on the kitchen table. That really is what StackG hits home for me, is hitting that golden point of being able to take care of that investor, being able to offer them a way to make some extra money without really having a bunch of concern about calling the top, having to worry about the initial investment itself, something that's overpromised and underdelivered. And again, it's predictable. When we designed it, we want StackG eventually to be a day trader's token. If you look at our price chart right now, you'll see when we launched on pre-sale, we ran a 7x. We went all the way to 20 cents. We then dropped down, right, back down to around a 15-cent price point. We fell down to a 7-cent price floor, which was sustained, heavily sustained with a lot of support. We have bounced, up to about a 9 to 10 price point, come back down to around a 7, and we've held. Right now, I think we're trading at 9 cents. It's a very predictable token. So for somebody who wants to come in and day trade, this is a day trader's haven. And the beautiful part about it is if you have day traders that are just buying and selling, flipping and making a profit, if you're a holder of StackG, well, guess what you're doing? You're earning USDT rewards based on the buy and sell volume. So it's a very ingenious smart contract the way we have it designed. And the beautiful part is the rewards are not rewarded in StackG tokens, so you never have to worry about the chart being dumped, right? We reward you in USDT, not in StackG. So when you sell those rewards, you go pay some bills, or maybe you make another play in crypto, you're not affecting the chart. So you're never hurting your actual bag, and you're being rewarded for holding. It's literally, in my opinion, what crypto should be. It's straightforward and it makes sense.
Yeah, I've taken a look at some of the information on your website at stackg.io. Boom. The tokenomics, it's indicating that there's no mint function, no burn mechanism.
Correct.
And I love that because that basically you can't control the charts just by minting if you needed to or burning if you needed to. So that
Let
that
me touch.
rug,
Let me touch on that
yeah,
real quick because it's real
please,
important what
please.
you said there. So StackG only has 1 million tokens in total supply. Now, I want to mention the burning aspect, and this goes to anyone listening that's curious about StackG, because you've gotten it engraved in your brains that burning is the greatest thing. That if the token doesn't burn, that it's not a good token. Well, let me go back here. That a lot of these tokens in the crypto space right now, they have a ridiculous total supply. 9, 10, 11 zeros attached to it. Yeah, you better pray that that token burns, because if it doesn't burn, you're never going to see price points that are truly going to make you a profit. With StackG, we don't want to burn because I'm literally taking rewards out of the holder's hands. We want those tokens to sell and then get bought back up and trigger trading volume, because that is what triggers the batch payments in USDT. If the token burned, I'm literally taking money out of my investors' hands. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely it does. And yeah, when you talk about the total supply being 1 million, I mean that's I love numbers like that because numbers like that make sense. When you see these massive numbers, and then this, like you indicated, 16 zeros, what are they thinking? What's the
Right.
purpose? And so your tokenomics overall definitely makes sense. You indicated that you guys are staying on decentralized. Now that's unique because I feel like you're one of the few that I've heard as of late, for sure, saying we're not going on any centralized exchange. And I can appreciate that. I can understand where you're coming from. There's a lot of risk in doing that. A lot of failed centralized exchanges. And I think that even though that only was maybe 6 months ago, if that, people forget.
Yeah. Well, it also goes against our tokenomics too, because so think of it this way: if a centralized exchange swoops in and let's say they buy 50,000 StackG, okay, which they'd have to make multiple wallets in order to do that, and then pull them in their centralized exchange. Though that's 50,000 tokens that's no longer being traded in DeFi, so it's no longer triggering USDT rewards for all holders in DeFi. So a centralized exchange actually goes completely against the mantra because it takes money out of our holders' hands. Everything about StackG is designed in a symbiotic relationship to work in the realm of DeFi. No burning, no centralization, strictly decentralization, and rewarding you in USDT stable, which, might I add, is the oldest and most trusted stablecoin in crypto. And why is that? Well, it's pegged basically 1-to-1 to the US dollar. And let's just say if we have a hypothetical situation where the US dollar was to collapse, it's still going to be backed by commodities. USDT isn't going anywhere. So, you have a lot of FUD out there with BUSD, right? Being minted by Paxos stopping the minting process. A lot of, the CZ Binance basically liquidated almost, $1 billion worth of BUSD. You got USD that's been unpegged multiple times during this bear cycle. Have you ever seen USDT lose its pegging? I haven't, because it's literally tied to the US dollar. So again, it all comes back to rewarding holders in the right way, giving them a crypto they don't have to worry about. You don't have to chart watch. You don't have to, unless you want to day trade, then you'll obviously chart watch. You don't have to be worried that someone's going to dump it on you because there's anti-whale measures in place. You can only have a 1% max back. And every time somebody sells, you're making more money because it's triggering more volume, right? So there's 10% rewards for holders. And this is important because eventually it's going to go to 16% reward. So I really want to drive this point home. Right now it's set at 10%. That's 4% coming from the buy tax and 6% coming from the sell tax. That's a total of 10% that when the batch payment goes out, that is what's distributed in a 10% form to all holders based on volume and bag size. Eventually, though, guys, there will come a time where we are going to up the rewards to 16%. Now, that's an insane opportunity. Now, how and when will that happen? Because there's going to be a lot of questions there. We at the moment have not renounced the contract because we are still early. We're working. We need that marketing wallet so we can properly market this, get it out there in front of the crypto world, and explain to them why they need to hold this coin. Now, when we no longer need access to that, we will renounce the contract and we will move the 3 or the 6% that's being used for that into the tokenomics of rewards, taking you from 10% to 16%. Now, what that would mean for anyone holding a 1% max back, if you want to pull up a calculator text as well, I'll walk you through a formula real quick here, and you can show live some people what they could make here.
Yeah, I got one up right in front of me.
Okay, beautiful.
Not planned.
That's okay. You're good.
Yeah, so, go ahead, Paula. No, I wanted you to get your time to shine because I know you got the details. But
yeah, you're good, brother.
Yeah, I just want to tell people too, what's good about getting a stable coin, right, and getting rewards in the stable coin is no selling pressure, right? So it kind of removes selling pressure overall where, if somebody had a bigger bag than other people and they were just selling the reflections, which, that's everybody's right to do. It removes that selling pressure. But to top it off, not to say that, obviously I want crypto to go down or whatever, but during fluctuations, during times when, crypto is volatile like it is, you have this USDT kind of almost letting you just sit back, right? Get these rewards, and then you can place a new position on either StackG, BRB Cash, of course, I'm gonna throw that out there, or just just hold on to this USDT and wait for Bitcoin to come down a little bit more because crypto's always going to be volatile. It's just so there's a lot of opportunity here with StackG that I really like. It's rare that you see something giving you a stable coin, and I don't think people understand all the benefits of it, right? Is no selling pressure. And I'm gonna say stuff that Arnold talked about. It's for the everyday person. We're not over here telling you that you're going to be getting a Lambo tomorrow or nothing like that. But you know what? You could be getting USDT rewards where it's helping you out with a bill. And you can't tell me, when we did some of that math of some of the people holding 1%, with some good volume, we're talking about, an extra $900 a month, either helping out with the rent, helping you out with bills or a car note and your insurance. Or like I said, while crypto's being volatile, you're holding on to your StackG. So like that, you're always getting your USDT. You're just waiting for a good position on either StackG, BRB Cash, or any other crypto, right? We talked about on the AMA that I had with you guys on Friday that we're not holding people back to anything or whatsoever because none of this is financial advice, right? You could invest however you want, but that's an opportunity that StackG is giving you where you can choose to either pay some bills or diversify yourself with that USDT when you see fit or see a position that you like.
Yeah, absolutely, man, Rico. I appreciate the way you put that down, man, because it's spot on. Texas, what I'm going to have you do real quick for everybody on there, And there's Arna right there in chat. So he might not be with us in voice, but he's here with us in spirit. So what I'm going to have you text and do is I want you to take 10,000 tokens, and I want you to divide that by 1 million. You should get 0.001.
0.001.
Okay, I want you to copy that number. Next, what you're going to do, we're going to play with a couple 24-hour trading volume equations. So we're going to say first that we have $25,000 in 24-hour trading volume. So you're going to take this, by the way, everyone listening, this is the formula of how you would calculate your reward. So the first part that I did is you take however many tokens you have, you divide it by 1 million. You copy that little number. In this case, we're using a 1% bag example, so that's 0.001. So next, you're going to take that and you're going to use the 24-hour trading volume. So in this example, we're going to say it's 25,000. So I want Tex and Will to take $25,000 and times that by 10%, which is the current reward ratio. Next, you're going to take that number and you're going to times that by their stake position, which is the number you got when you divided by 1 million. What number do you get?
By 10, that's 2,500, and then we're going to go ahead and multiply by that point.
0.001. Yep.
And we have $2.50.
$2.50. So in 20, so, well, are you sure? Let's try that again. So 25,000 times 10%.
Oh, I could have just put that in wrong. Bear with me.
That's okay.
25,000
times 10%. 10%.
1. Yeah, that's 2,500.
Okay. Times that stake position.
Times 0.001. I wonder if it's 0.
Let me run it online real quick. It's going to fade me out for a second. Hang on one second.
Yeah.
And while you're doing that and getting that ready, this is something cool that Arnold put out here. Mr. Arnold St. Pierre. If you don't hear his drops, those are not true exclusives. Had to do that. But StackG USDT rewards can be used to day trade StackG to initiate buys and sells volume to help pay yourself in USDT from trade volume you create. So, that same rewards that you're getting, you can go ahead and reinvest them, create some trading volume yourself, and therefore basically pay yourself in USDT, which, just shows you another variable that StackG is bringing to the table and stuff for sure.
And you were right, Texan Will. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to double check it. So $25,000 in 24-hour trading volume, by the way, is very low. So when you see this example, understand this is low volume, right? So a 1% bag would get $2.50 every time a batch went out at that trading volume. Now understand that the more coins traded, the more batches could go out. So it's not that you would see this just one time, right? When we did the 7x run up, people were getting batch payments like every 5 minutes because it was triggering so many tokens traded. So in this example, let's say that you saw it once per day for 30 days, okay? You would make $2.50 a day. You times that by 30, that's $75. Well, you just earned $75 in USDT stable for doing nothing but holding your bag while other people day traded your token.
That'll pay your PCS bill, right?
There you go, right? Now I want you to take that same formula and we're going to up the ante. We're going to do it at $50,000 in 24-hour trading volume. So when you do that, yep, so 50,000 times the same numbers. So times 10%, okay, times 0.001. Now you're getting
$5.
$5 a day, right? So you can see how just upping that trading volume upped your rewards. Now understand that that's going to go from 10% to 16% when we renounce the contract and we no longer have to fully market this the way we are right now. Then all those rewards are going to get funneled right to you. Now, that might not sound insane for a lot of people. It's like, oh, well, I'm only making $5 a batch. Okay. Well, if there's 15 batches in a day, now you take $5 times it by 15, and then you figure out every day where that's at. You could be looking at hundreds to thousands of dollars in USDT based on a very, very, very low amount of time. It's one of those things where the potential for StackG really kind of limitless, because as we go into the bull run, you're going to see more and more trading volume kicking up. You're going to see more and more tokens getting traded upon, and you're going to see more and more opportunity to make additional money. So StackG is constantly rewarding you in 24-hour trading volume USDT rewards. Literally guarantees you a base residual income that you're making on a consistent basis. And you don't have to do anything more than hold your bag.
No.
That's
Yeah, and I think we just probably want to just validate if it's 0.001 or if it's 0.01. And I think that'll be the discrepancy of maybe what.
Well, that might have, sorry, I'm driving, so that might have been my
no,
bad.
Arnold's got it down
Yeah.
below. We got it in the chat. He's got it right there. We're looking at about $750 a month. You know, that's money for your eggs when prices of eggs went up and gas was skyrocket.
Yep.
Yeah, so
it's 0.01. I knew it sounded off. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. 0.01. I knew that sounded off. But even if it was 0.001, $2.50, that's still insane. So I'm sorry. Highlight Arno's if you got it. Yeah, there it is. That's the exact formula. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Driving and coming back at the same time is not my forte.
You know, being a stuntman and trying to do math, no, that doesn't work. That just doesn't work. It doesn't add up, does it?
Right. So yes, as Arno stated, and I'm just going to read it out there, right? So it's the trading volume in this case is 25,000 in 24-hour trading volume times 10%. So everything stays the same. The only difference was we had an extra zero. You take that, you take the 10,000 tokens, divide that by 1 million. That's 0.01. That is indeed $25 every time that a batch trade occurs. And then as he stated here as well, and he's kind of talking about how the rewards are triggered, StackG is triggered for every 100 tokens traded upon. So like I talked about, both buy and sell volume. And then it's collected up to a 1,000 token point at which the batch is released. And then that goes out to all holders based on their bag size and the trading volume, which will equal what their reward is. So I'm glad we clarified that. Sorry for those watching live that we goofed on that math.
It's all good.
Well, I guess the point is, right, the point is, at the end of the day, we're talking about significant gains from passive income. And that's really what we want for the average investor here in this project. It's not about getting on a central exchange. And I feel like if you do with this, of course, when you do, if you were to do this with its current tokenomics, all those taxes, that all goes away. They don't like that. That all has to get whitelisted out. So it wouldn't even work, right? Your method behind this makes sense. Keeping it on the dexes makes total sense.
Yeah.
And then of course, well, how else do you do that without getting the word out? You have to have that marketing wallet. In parts, and this is kind of what BRBC or BRB Cash is doing, is that central exchange for us was that additional way to market who it is that we are and getting the name out. What you're doing is you're adding that additional tax in so that you can do it yourself the way that you feel like you want to market it. I think it's smart. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
So what else are we missing on this, Valhalla?
Give me one second here. Really, what I just want to drive home to everybody, two points here, and it's really important ones for everybody to understand. Crypto does not have to be difficult, right? When we're looking at something like StackG, sometimes the most simplest of equations is the most impactful, right? When we're telling you you're getting rewarded in USDT stable, we mean that. That is 100% exactly how this works out. There's nothing behind the scenes here that is, this is, let's just be clear. This is not a rug pull. This is not a joke. This is not a bullshit token. Excuse my French. A lot of rewards tokens, a lot of ENU tokens, there's a lot of crap in the crypto space right now that is just not, it's not conducive to new investors. It's not how we're going to bring in mass adoption. This is something where we're trying to give people an opportunity to make additional plays. We're trying to give you money to put into crypto to better your life. We're trying to help you take care of the bills on the table. Go get a bag. Right now, you can get a 1% bag, I think under $600 almost a 1% bag right now. It's at a steal at this point. Join our AMAs. They're every Tuesday and every Friday. And then we're filling in Twitter AMAs as we feel they're necessary to continue to get the word out there. Arno is incredibly passionate about this project. One thing I'd ask you to pull up on the website, I want to point out where you can currently buy StackG, because I feel like that's very important for people to know. Rico, can you pull up the site real quick?
Absolutely, no problem. 1 second.
No worries. Excuse me.
Okay, got too many things going on right now.
No worries, you're good, man.
I got you.
Okay.
Got you. Here it is.
There you go. Teamwork.
So as you guys can see, teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
There it is.
2 points I want to make on this. StackG was created using the GymPad platform. Rico talked about this in his video. We drive it home every day in our AMAs. GymPad is one of the most trusted platforms for smart contract creation. All smart contracts are immediately audited by Contract Wolf. So, StackG has had a full audit by Contract Wolf. It is verified. It is safe. It is an absolute legitimate smart contract. Then you can buy it currently on 9 different decentralized platforms. You've got PancakeSwap. That's where we launched. We're on 1inch Exchange. We're on Uniswap BSC. You can get us on KyberSwap, BuySwap, DodoSwap. We're on W3 Swap, which is a Chinese swap/exchange, which is awesome. We've tapped into that Asian market, and I'm super excited for that. We're on NamiDex and ApeSwap. And we will continue to add more and more decentralized options for our holders and potential investors. I'd encourage you guys, get into our Telegram. Arno, if you are listening, if you can link the Telegram link in chat, that would be amazing so they can highlight it. Get into chat. Join us in Telegram. Become a part of the community. Go check us out on Twitter. Go watch the videos we put out there. Look at the material you see out there. I mean, it'll show you the breakdowns of StackG. When you really start to dive into this project and you see just how absolutely groundbreaking but yet simple it truly is, I'm surprised that people didn't do it sooner. But, again, everybody thinks they have to come out with this crazy, absorbent, extravagant roadmap, or that nobody will buy your token or invest in your project. I firmly believe that crypto comes down to 2 fundamental things: the team behind the project and what the project stands for. I stand for paying you in USDT stable and giving you an opportunity to go make additional crypto plays with the volume that you earn, the payouts you earn based on volume, or to help you pay those bills that are on the kitchen table. Because, hey, I'm an average person. I just got off a 9-to-5 job driving home while I'm on this AMA. I literally got off work to come on here and talk about this crypto. I work 9 to 5, right? I got bills that I've got to pay too. StackG helps me pay those same bills. It's designed for the average investor. That's who we're looking for. That's who we're trying to attract. That's who we want to help. So come be a part of this amazing community and this opportunity that's out there. Learn from myself and Arno. Learn from these gentlemen on this AMA tonight. Pay attention to the videos and the tweets that Rico Moneybags puts out there. Because StackG isn't going anywhere. And this bull run's coming. The volume's going to tick up. When these retail investors enter the scene, we like to joke and call it dog fooding, where people basically just throw money at the wall and pray that something sticks. If you don't think that StackG is going to see $100,000 a day in 24-hour trading volume, there's going to be days where you're going to see that. I can just tell you it's going to happen. And if you're holding a 1% bag during those days, man, you're going to look back at these slow moments and go, I'm glad I didn't sell. I'm glad I didn't walk away, because it's going to reward you. It's going to reward you in some amazing stable. I mean, and that's what it's all about, is we're all in crypto to get paid. That's why we're here, right? Doesn't matter what crypto you represent, what community you're a part of. You can be a part of any army out there if you want to call it that, right? Shido, Volt, Shiba, Doge, Saitama. You know what? All of these investors are looking to win. Get a bag and win, because that's what StackG is all about, is paying you guys.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah,
There
I'm
it
just
is. Drop the mic.
yeah, drop the mic. Yeah, that's for sure. Just yeah, and what you're saying about just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it sticks. Like we all remember the bull market, and anything was booming, right? And now we're kind of we're the OGs in this space, right? And those who are just getting tapped in with us either on this BRB BRB podcast that we're doing here or the AMAs that we're doing with StackG. This is a great way for you guys to understand how to diversify your funds and your crypto. Obviously, we'll say the cliche, not financial advice, but we're not stepping on anybody's toes. Everything is bringing their own thing to the table, and this is a great way for you guys to start connecting the dots, reading between the lines, because the bull market is right there. The bull's already, doing the foot thing, kicking up some dust, is ready to take off. And yeah, this is a great way to get ready for it for sure. And yeah, stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channels. Make sure you guys are tapped into the Twitter pages. We do got the Telegram in the chat. If you guys can go over there and show some love, I really appreciate it. And yeah, diversify your funds. Start now before this bull takes off all the way.